Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to another segment of Geeks Are Sexy. Now we're going to be geeking out about antiques, about art, about all sorts of great stuff at Sin City Pickers. But before I do, I want to talk about these classic people looking classy in their costumes. That's Dale and Katie, the owners of Sin City Pickers Antique Mall. How you guys doing?
Hey,
Great.
nice to see you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
Now, let's look at these outfits. Oh my gosh, you guys, now what is the theme of these outfits?
Well, you can talk about yours.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Combining two of the geekiest things in the world.
Which are?
Steampunk and Star Trek.
That's right. Which I see you have your Star Trek pin.
Indeed it is.
Yes.
And believe me, it is not easy to find a World War I pilot's flying scarf.
Holy cow, where in the world did you find that?
Marshalls.
Really?
But we had
Well.
to take the sequins off of it.
We did have to take the sequins off.
And you, Katie, what's the theme of your costume?
Mine's a little bit of Victorian
Yeah.
and a little on the western side,
Love it.
and a little bit of steampunk kind of all rolled together.
So fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
So when you guys have these costumes, where do you wear them to? What occasions do you have around town that you kind of can glam up and go out and have some fun?
Well, the last time we wore these two outfits were at the Toys for Tot drive.
Oh.
Just last Sunday.
Yes.
Let's talk all about that, because I heard you guys had a great little result when it comes to donating,
Absolutely.
being a part of it. And
We worked with the Star Trek Club, is it?
With the Star Trek Club, Mark with A&M Toys, the Klingon Club, and
All the geeky people.
nice.
and us, and we had a full pickup load full of toys. We had probably 15 large cardboard boxes totally filled.
And you were saying there were over 2,800 bikes that were donated or
Now,
something?
actually, on the last day, I listened to the broadcast on the radio, and Zappos kicked in, and they filled 32 semi-trailer tractor
Wow.
full, and they had 8,087 bikes at that time, and
Wow.
it was just about to end, but
How long have you guys been a part of Toys for Tots and given to the community?
well, this is our first year we've been with Toys for Tots, but in the past, we also did big events for St. Jude's, the local St. Jude's here, which benefited 3 schools downtown.
Awesome.
And that was a 2-day affair. It
Really?
was huge. We did it with St. Jude's Women's Auxiliary in town.
Nice.
And they provided all kinds of stuff. We had Santa Claus and books and just all kinds of things.
I
Food,
love
it was
that.
wonderful.
And we
Yeah.
got to give a shout out to everyone, the whole family of Sin City Pickers, Dale Jr. and Mark, and is it Ramona?
Ramona and
Yeah.
Gigi now.
Yeah, Heather and everybody there, because every time I stop by, I always like to bring my friends and family. My dad actually stopped by recently, and every time he stops by the store, he has to buy something. It's kind of like religiously, like he cannot leave Vegas unless he buys something, and so he bought my stepmom something for Christmas. He's so excited to give it to her, and I'm not going to say what it is, but the one thing that is specific is when you go to Sin City Pickers and you're a tourist and you're from out of town, you're thinking, oh, do I have to get another piece of luggage to fly home with something? Well, Countess Katie can actually ship the things to you. She's a specialty in eBay extraordinaire. So if you go to Countess Katie, you can go to her Facebook page and your eBay page, of course. But you are all over being a guru, knowing how to ship and the costs and how to do the best way.
That's right.
And how long have you been doing that for?
The shipping, I've been doing the eBay, not quite a year.
Okay.
And then we've always shipped. And I've shipped to France.
Wow.
A lot of times people come in and they just want a few things, and so we've shipped all over the country.
That's amazing.
And we can always ship it for you. So we've always got ways.
You have a map on the wall when people first walk into the store that has little push pins
We
from
do.
all over the world, which is so amazing because there's probably well over 200 pins.
There is, and
Maybe I'm exaggerating, but there's a lot.
I don't think you can fit another pin in like the Netherlands
No.
or France or England. And Australia gets pretty full. It's getting pretty full.
That's
but-
so cool. Now, what's so unique about the Sin City Pickers Antique Mall is that it's an art gallery, which you are the art director for. So if there's any artists that are local or maybe not local, you want to talk to Countess Katie, talk to her about having your art being seen. And as well, it's got a record store, it's got a clothing store. Can't forget Mark's comic book and
Comic
toy
books, that's
collection,
right.
the second largest in Nevada.
He won
Yeah.
Best of Las Vegas. He came in second in the Best of Las Vegas vote for toy stores.
Yay, good
So
job,
we're really
Mark.
proud of him. But he has a great store upstairs.
That's
and
so
he's,
cool.
You never know what you're going to find up there.
I was
It's
gonna say,
amazing.
you never know what Mark's gonna get into.
I know.
I heard he got a drum set. He said, I'm
did.
getting back into rock and roll.
He did. And, it's really good to be able to have so many people that are associated with the arts. Either play, my brother is there and he plays his trumpet. So
That's so cool.
it's kind of like everybody, it's art.
It's like the Breakfast Club. Yeah.
It is.
I know. I love it.
That's a great
Everyone has their own little character, does their own little shtick, and everyone just fits in so nicely like a puzzle.
And so, really, if you're looking for unusual gifts
Yes.
for Christmas,
Oddities.
somebody that you just can't find something for, you can even call us and see if we have it,
It's true.
or we'll be glad to help you out. And I really appreciate the customers that say, you know what? We never shop large for Christmas. We always shop small, independent, family-owned places, and that's what I
Yeah.
do too. So,
My
know,
dad was looking around when we walked through there, and he saw a vacuum that my grandfather used to sell. He's like, I want to buy this for my grandfather because he used to sell them, and that's what I remember as a kid. And I bet you get customers all like that just light up like, oh my God, I remember that. And those are the special things in life that
I
you
know.
remember.
Yep, memories.
Yeah.
It's a trip back in time.
It is.
So,
You can get
and,
lost there. It's so big, and it's got so much stuff to look at. You feel like you're drunk by the time you leave. It's fantastic.
And then we have Ramona, and she owned a bookstore for a while in Blythe, Arizona. So
Yeah.
she is really good with books. And so we have a really good selection of unusual books, not the normal paperback, but
I like that.
so
It's
yeah,
always good to have bookworms around in every antique store.
that's geeky too.
Yes, that is. How can you not geek out on that? I mean, and of course, if you have antiques, if you love to collect, think about having a spot at Sin City Pickers. Why don't you join the team? Join the family. Now, vendor booths, do you have any available right now?
I do have, well, yes, I do have one or
Okay.
two. But the vendor spaces start at $100 a month.
How can you go wrong with that?
I mean, we're the cheapest place in town. Really, seriously, we are.
And you have a great location right off of Main on Wyoming, heart of downtown, and it's walking distance to several places, so you can grab some food, you can walk and look at other places as well. But the one thing I like is that you don't have to compare prices, like being competitive wise, because Sin City Pickers has the best prices
We do.
by
and,
far.
And we're always willing to wheel and deal, too.
I love that
That's
too.
the fun.
Like the fun part.
Negotiating. Hey.
Negotiate.
Now you guys are pickers yourself, so we'll go on that on another show. But I think that's just so fun when you guys get to like take your time off. And of course, Vegas has the best estate sales. If
They
you know
do.
where to go on some good days, like this weekend, I'm sure, right before Christmas. Oh yeah, and especially there's so many antiques to find too.
There is. It's amazing what you find in this town because people have lived all over. We have a lot of entertainers that live here, and their things go up on the auction block or, estate sales. So
You never know who you're going to find too. I love the stories, the people, and where they come from. And I'm sure you guys have met all sorts of celebrities throughout your time in Vegas. But I'm not going to waste more of their time. I could talk to them for hours. But if you want, go to Sin City Pickers. Check them out. They're on Facebook. You have an Instagram page. You followed me the other day.
Well, I don't know how to use it.
You
quite.
followed me on, but I'm proud of you, though.
I'm learning.
You're doing so good. Go to Countess Katie Emporium page on Facebook and see her on eBay. And thanks so much, guys, for stopping by.
Great. And we're located at 10 West Wyoming.
That's right.
And our phone number is 702-366-9166.
Open 7 days a week.
Mhm.
So give them a little visit. Tell them that Michelle Davis sent you, and it's right here on Geeks Are Sexy. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye.